What's up, guys? This is Casey, and thanks for tuning back in. So, today we're going to be discussing stock trading. What we're going to be discussing specifically today in this video is we're going to be talking about how to identify stocks to trade and how to make money from a day swing and investing standpoint. So, first things first, obviously, everyone wants to buy stocks to make money. That's a given. But what the biggest issue that a lot of traders make, and this is of all experience levels, myself included, is identifying what you're buying, why you're buying it, and what your time frame is. Those are very important because one of the main indicators, I should say, of success is how long you're going to be holding into a stock and why you bought it in the first place. So let me talk to you guys today about what I mean when I say the purpose of why you're purchasing stocks and how to purchase them. And hopefully you guys can get a lot of insight and this can really help you guys get on track. So when it comes to purchasing stocks, you have to first identify a time frame, meaning, are you trying to become a day trader? If you are, then you need to start setting up scans and start identifying a systematic pattern that helps you be in a position for day trading. So, are you going to be looking for low float stocks, high float stocks? Are you going to be looking for stocks that are going to be taking place that just high relative volume for the day? Or are you looking to just only trade a couple of stocks, like I say, a Facebook or Apple, and just kind of scout that out. So you have to identify what your strategies are. The second thing is you need to identify if you want to be a swing trader. So maybe day trading isn't for you, but swing trading is. So swing traders are people who buy a stock and they're a little bit more patient with it because they're like, I don't really have the stomach for day trading. And day trading is extremely hard and usually requires a lot of money and capital to take advantage of smart movements. But swing trading isn't so bad because you don't have to have a large amount of money. You can just have a few $100s or $1,000, a couple of thousand, a little bit more than that, and you can buy as a low float stock, or you can buy a stock that has a smaller market cap and make significant gains by just flat out being patient. So maybe that's your strategy. Well, if that is, then you need to identify how are you going to locate those stocks. How do you know when to buy? How do you know when to sell? Then of course you have the long-term investors. You have the people who want to buy the Coca-Colas or the Apples or the tech, and you need to identify, what type of sectors you want to be in. Is it tech? Is it going to be, let's say, discretionary, consumer staples, things like that? What type of stocks do you want to be in? The Tesla? Or do you want to be in a Microsoft, and so forth? And so like again, the first thing to identify is what your strategies are when it comes to buying stocks. Another important thing of also identifying is understanding is that the shorter your expectations are to make money. So in other words, if you want to make money within like seconds or minutes or a couple of hours or even a couple of days, then obviously the total market conditions are going to play a factor in that because you're looking to take advantage of momentum plays, if you will. So, what strategy do I use? What strategy gives me the least amount of anxiety? And that is absolutely going to be swing trading. So, I have I have made thousands and thousands of day trades and transactions, and I would probably say maybe only about 20% of them actually made me significant amounts of money, like into the hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, I should say. And so I find that I have left a lot of money on the table day trading, and just by simply doing a swing trading strategy, um, you can make significant amount of money. So the next question is, how do I identify swing trading stocks? How do I identify these stocks to make money, right? And when do I know when to buy? Well, this goes down to the market capitalization, right? So a lot of people, they will choose to, as I go here on finviz.com, if you haven't already gone to the site, I'm sure everyone's familiar with this, but if you're not, it's a basically financial stock screening site. It's a classic. It's the number one go-to. I'm sure you guys have been to this at some point. One of the things to do is to identify the market cap of the stocks that you want to swing trade. And the reason I say that is because the smaller the market cap, the more volatile the stocks are, meaning the more they will shoot up and the more they will shoot down. So it's really that it really comes down to your risk tolerance. Now, for me personally, when it comes to swing trading, I like to specifically only focus on tech stocks. That's just me. So I have a lot of experience in technology. The markets as a whole are almost always the leaders from technology. They're the ones that lead the um, when the stock is up. So I like to swing trade a lot of in the tech stocks, but I also like to swing trade a lot of high visibility mid cap stocks. So let me give you an example as to what I mean by that. So right now, one of the stocks that is really big on my radar is, I like to call it Spice. It's really Space, SPCE, Virgin Galactic. This is a actually a small cap stock. So this is kind of contradictory to what I was referring to and saying I like to do mid caps. This particular stock is on my radar because I like to only focus on one, two, maybe three stocks total to where I will actually swing trade. And I will swing trade a stock specifically only if first the pattern on the daily shows that it's a good setup. If it's not a good daily setup, it's not a good swing trade. Otherwise, why else would you be in it, right? I mean, you're not just going to pick any random stock. So typically for a swing trade, you want a stock that has a good setup pattern. You want that has higher volume than what it normally has. You want a stock that's been getting some attention. You want a stock that has some movement that it hasn't had in the dating back, say, months or so. So with specifically with I'm going to call it Spice, but I know it's Space. It's Virgin Galactic, right? This has been on the radar because it is a stock that is it's been highly traded. Um, its its daily trading volume is significantly higher than what it normally would be. At least it has been over the past few days. In addition to that, this stock has been in the news. So I know that because it's been in the news, it has a lot of visibility for retail traders and things like that. In addition to that, it also has been in the news because of the Wall Street bets. So these are all these are all the different ways that I look for stocks in order to initiate a swing trade on, but that's not good enough. What I also do is I look for for the setup on the stock. So when you see a stock sitting here and you see, it running up like this, is it a good time to buy? When do you know what day to buy? So the first thing to do is I like to see a stock have a continual run and then do a pullback. Any kind of stock that's really legit and is going to have a significant run up is going to have a nice run up, it's going to have accumulated volume, and then it's going to have a nice pullback. It's going to consolidate it, and it's going to continue to run up. So if you take a look here at Spice, I don't know why I say it. I just love saying that. If you take a look, it's had the run up from the 200-day moving average. It ran all the way up to $35. Oh shoot, I missed the move, is what most people would think. At this point, when I noticed the stock, I started to then kind of stalk it, if you. I started to watch it for a significant pullback. So I watched it here. I watched it the next day. This would not have been a bad buy because you're buying it off of the 9-day moving average. But I still watched it. I wanted to see if it was going to consolidate and or if it was going to continue to pull back. So I saw this red day here. Okay, great. It's still on my radar. I know that it moves a lot. Watching this here, I actually bought it here off of this average, off of this moving average. So I already saw that it went from $35 down to 24. I thought to myself that it was over, it's basically over 25% pullback. This was a good entry point. So I think I bought like $15,000. Not a huge position size relative to my account size. And the next day I was up. And I said, okay, great, perfect. So this is either going to bounce down or it's going to run back up again. And then the next day we get a red day. Okay, great. So now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, all right, so this is flattened out pattern. This tells me that this may now start to continue downward unless some kind of catalyst comes into the market because it didn't have an immediate bounce up, and we watch. Okay, another red day. All right, cool. So this is another breather day. It's kind of confirming that it is a down day. Let's see if it regains its momentum. Now keep in mind at this point, I'm holding on to this, but I'm also prepared for this to go down, maybe even off of this moving average here. Next day, green. Okay, great. So we still don't. It still hasn't figured out what it's going to do. Next day, okay, what are we going to do? Boom, we're going up. All right. So here I actually added another 15,000 to my position. All right, red day. That's okay. That's normal for stocks that are going to pop because the algorithms are trying to shake out people who see this green bar and want to get out. I'm sorry, want to get in. So they want to shake you out today. So Is this going to continuation up or is this going to be a reversal? Well, let's see. Oh shoot, I'm upside down again, right? So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, so I'm already in $30,000. I'm upside down here. At this point, this could be a kind of a double bottom type move because you see that it's hit off the bottom. It goes up, hits off the bottom again. Market makers like to make you think that the stock is going to continue downward after it has a little bounce, only for it to then go pull a spike in reverse. So at this point, I'm holding. Another red day, not a big deal. Another green day, holding all the way through this right now. And what do we have? Movement. All right. So at this part, this is when I knew it was time to go in. Why? Because at this point, it's high visibility on the high visibility on the forums. It started to get some visibility as well in the news. They were having a new rocket launch, and the daily pattern showed what's the beginning part of a cup and handle pattern. These are how I make my money, people. If you're watching this video, this is no fluff. This is how you make money swing trading stocks. This is it. All right. So you have to identify patterns and momentum. That's how you make it. So on the RSI, you see over here that it's shown oversold. I don't care about this RSI right now. And the reason I don't is because the cup and handle pattern is telling me that we have movement on the stock, and because it's a small price micro cap stock, I know that it has more movement. So at this point here, you could do one of two things. You could wait for a red day to enter, or you could try to buy the pop up. I said that I was going to wait and try to buy the handle portion. What do we have? We had a red day, and then we had another red day. And I watched. I watched to see if it was going to touch the 9-day moving average, because if it was, I was going to go in significantly. I watched. After I saw this green bar here, it dawned on me that it wasn't going to have a big red handle, if you will. If you guys are not familiar with what a cup and handle pattern is, it's when a stock has a run up, it pulls all the way down, and then it turns around, it goes all the way up. It's almost like it takes a huge breather, and then comes back around again, it takes another little breather, and then it goes, whoop, we're gone. See you. And so I know just from trading stocks for over 10 years that this was showing a cup and handle pattern. So I saw this and I decided here, okay, great. This is not pulling back. It's just going to go ahead and continue forward. So I added another, I think 10,000 or so to the stock, and I'm watching. Great. Got another green bar. Great. Another green bar. Beautiful. And then here we are. So that's how you make money swing trading, folks. That's the power of swing trading, and that is exactly why when you're looking to make money on a swing trading, you want to do these types of things. The same thing also works for, let's say, some of the higher price stocks, right? So the beloved Tesla. We all love Tesla. So in order to really do swing trades, you have to watch stocks on your radar for a period of weeks and weeks for setups. And then when the setup is right, you go in, right? So taking a look, wait, that's not it. What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. All right, here we go. Tesla. You probably never heard of Tesla. No one's heard of Tesla. So let's go all the way back here. So we see here Tesla had this nice, well, significant drop down. We already know where that's from. That was back in the March days. But let's say you didn't buy that, right? Let's say you're just watching. What do you see here? You see that Tesla has started to flatten out, which shows you that at this part it's starting to thin up. It's going to probably have another breakout. Wouldn't be a bad time to add in a position here, right? So all the way through this stuff here, if you're buying in, it's just because you're trying to buy the reversal, which is nothing wrong with this, right? But I try to wait for an actual confirmation. And so for me, I'm watching this stock and I see that it's starting to thin out. Perfect, perfect. I added into a little position here. I saw this pop. I'm like, great. Let's see if this holds and continues forward. I'm still holding, swing trading, another pop. Boom, there you go. And then at this point, you just decide what your price target is. Um, that's it. Another one of the really good reasons why swing trading is so powerful is because it really does help remove the emotional aspect of getting afraid when a stock turns on you. You guys will notice that when you buy a stock, right? A lot of the times, the moment you hit buy, the stock will reverse on you. That's not an accident. The algorithms are designed to show you patterns, and where people normally want to enter into a stock, it will turn around and then collapse on you. Kind of goes back to this again. So you're watching Tesla, it's on the radar, and it's kind of flattening out, but the triangle pattern is showing that it actually, let's see here, the triangle pattern is showing, if I can draw a trend line here, right, that is actually starting to form an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle tells me that it is starting to get pushed into a little wedge pattern, and it may be poised for breakout. I saw this here. It hit the top of the triangle. Great. It's going to have a little bounce back. Let's see if this holds. Let's see if this holds. Boom. I purchased here. I didn't buy a lot, but I purchased here. I saw this ascending triangle pattern. It was a day trade. It's been setting up. It's been consolidating for months and months and months. This is when I want in Tesla. I bought here. Look at that. Goes up, goes up, goes up. And I have some movement. All right, so that's how you make money in the swing trade. If you guys have any questions, make sure you just leave a comment below. Let me know what kind of questions you guys have. I just want to also reiterate that it's important to be patient. So when you are swing trading, another important thing is to not use your entire position size. Meaning, if you have a $5,000 account, don't put all your 5,000 into one account. Maybe start with a starter position of $1,000. So that way you're not spooked out when it reverses on you. And then once you get back on the green, add another $1,000 or so forth like that. That's how you do it. And then another thing is just kind of you want to make sure that you develop a watch list of stocks that you think have a potential to really break out, and you want to kind of watch them or put alerts on those stocks so that when you see that it starts to kind of do a reversal or hit a certain price pattern, you get notified so that you know to get in. So if you guys have any questions about specific stocks, like let's say right now we still have GameStop that's in the works. We have BlackBerry that is on the watch list right now for tomorrow. We also have I want to call it Spice. I love saying that, but we have Space that's on the watch list. So those are the things that I'm watching. I'm also watching right now that the stock market I think is due for a pullback in the next few days as a result of what happened today. But that's going to be in another video. So if you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment below. Let me know what you want to have discussed, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.